See that little guy? It's a marmot or a groundhog or a whistle pig, whatever you want to call them. Anyways, they are protected here, and and I love it. I love that they get to run around and just have joy. So that marmot that we just saw, groundhog, was out there running around following his joy, which really meant he was probably just looking for something to eat or something to, somewhere to be where nobody else was, because it's golf courses out here and you can hear the mower in the background. And he's just trying to get to a place where, everything's cool for him. And so he's following the energy of, it's instinct, probably, right? What he's learned to do. So forever I have been teaching my clients to follow the energy. And what I mean by following the energy is following what lights them up, following their joy, following their passion. People call it all kinds of things. Following their excitement, what excites them, what drives them, what are they curious about, what intrigues them. When you do any one of those things, synchronicities start to happen. And if you keep doing that, keep following it, and keep taking action on those things, your life will change dramatically very, very quickly. I'll give you an example from me. Back in 2006, I was teaching. I had been learning about law of attraction, and I was super, super excited about it. And I wanted to share it with the world. I was excited about it. It was just like, you could not shut me up about it. And I wanted to share it with the world. Not many people knew about it. Well, in the meantime, the movie The Secret came out, and I was just like, okay, this is a great time. So I had heard about podcasting. This is way back in its infancy, but I already thought that I was late to the game in 2006. But I learned went to an event in Vancouver, and just started to learn about podcasting. It was not easy to do at that point, but I started to learn about it, and I got my first podcast out. Well, what happened is that podcast, Law of Attraction Tips, went to the top of the charts and stayed there for 13 years. It was crazy. It had a worldwide audience right off the bat. I stopped counting in, 2010, 2011, and by that point I'd had over 20 million downloads. But the fact of the matter is that I was only doing one podcast, I think. I don't know if it was even every week. I think it was maybe every month. And so I did that for a number of years, and it was popular. But the reason, I had no attachment to it, except that I just knew I had to get the energy. I had to get this information out. I was following the energy. And then what happened is new things started to unfold, new opportunities started to unfold for me. And I started my business. My business really started in 2007, 2008. I left my job in 2007, about 6 months after I started the podcast. And I've been in business for myself ever since. And I've been able to work with amazing people who are, one, either just wanting to learn about manifesting and creating the life that they desire, and also working with 6, 7, and 8 figure earners and helping them to get to that point, some of them. So this is how things unfold. So again, all I did was just follow the energy. I just followed what excited me, what intrigued me. And that's why I'm still here today, is to share this information with you. So if you really want to start to shift and change your life right now, start following the energy. Start following, again, what lights you up, what intrigues you, what brings you joy, what you're curious about. All those things will start to make a huge difference in your life. And just start being aware, paying attention to the inner voice, really, which is just your higher self or source or God, whatever that higher power is to you, but it's always talking to you. You're asking questions, you're asking for things, you're asking for things to be different. The answers are always coming. It's always there. It's unfailing, but it's sometimes, the way it speaks to you is through your passion, through your intrigue, through your joy, through the things that make you feel really good and happy. So make sure you do that. Do it every day. It's really easy to get tied up in the everyday going-ons of life, where I got to pay the bills, I got to go to work, I've got to look after, my partner, my kids, my parents, my family. I've got to, want to go hang out with my friends, and that's all great. But make sure you take time for you to listen to the things again that bring you joy, and maybe all those things do, and that's cool. Then you're on the right track. But if there are things that are not going the way you want them to in your life, start following the energy. You'll see a difference, and I'd love to hear about it. So make sure that you actually post whatever you have, wherever you're finding, down below, and I would love to hear about it. Now, here's the other thing too. I have programs that I teach about this. I'll leave the link down below or somewhere. It's liveanolimitslife.com/link or links. One of the two. You'll see it here. And in there, I have links to all the things. I've got free resources, but also some paid resources. So if you want to actually make some quantum leaps in your life now, go check it out. All right, in the meantime, have a wonderful day. See you soon.